Hari Om students, good morning to all. Today we are going to see Everest is not the only peak part 2. Let's move on to the next part. This is the fourth stanza. As I already have taught first three stanzas, today we are going to see stanza 4 and 5. Let me read this stanza. We are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. Our pride springs from the way we live. Ours is a path of dignity and honor, a life that knows no kneeling and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. Position. Here, position means job or status in life. Humble. It means modest. Springs, arises. Dignity, stateliness, honor, respect for truth, kneeling, bending. Let's see the meaning of this stanza. The man must be proud of whatever the position he holds. The more he achieves success, the more humble he should be. The man's pride will arise from how humble and simple he lives. His life must be the path of dignity and honor. Man should never give up self-respect. He should never bend knee before others out of fear or to seek favors. Because people respect only those who leads such a life. He must live a life that is never surrendered to others. By saying that persons who have honor, dignity and pride are considered rich, they can never be poor. Honor is their asset, so we must always feel proud and high about ourselves. Everest is not the only peak. Every hillock has a summit to boast. The height you reach is not that we care. He who does not stoop is a king we adore. We bow before competence and merit. The ones that are true and stand on their own are really the ladder for the rise of man. Honor is a property common to all in dignity and pride. No one need to be poor. We are proud and feel so tall. See the meanings. Hillock, it means small hill, summit, biggest point of a hill. Boast, it means talk proudly, stoop, yield or submit. Bow, bend down and pay respect. Competence, ability to do something. Merit, the quality of being particularly good or worthy. Property, asset, dignity, deserves respect, proud, feeling important. See the meaning of the last stanza. He means that climbing the highest peak is not the only achievement. Hillock is a small hill. Even every small hill has the highest point to boast. Whatever work we do, we must feel proud of ourselves. Even in small jobs, we must do our best and achieve success. The highest position a man reached in life is not important. The way it was reached is more important. The poet says that whatever job we do, we must do it in the best way. Man may attain great height, but must not steal. He who does not surrender will be considered as a king to be adored. We must bow before the ability to do something efficiently which is worthy to people who are true and stand on their great leaders. They are considered as ladders because They help the man rise in life. They help the society to march forward and climb great heights. The poet concludes the poem, not the worldly riches, power and positions impress us. We drive our happiness in serving those who serve the nation. We respect all who are upright in their dealings. So, as a citizens, we are proud. Let's see the poetic device of this poem. Here, defeat we repel, courage our fought. So, this is the first line of second stanza. Okay. So, what type of figure of speech is used here? Metaphor. Courage our fought. Courage fought. So, there is a direct comparison. Here, fought means what? Huge building. Here, courage is compared with huge building. Next, every hillock has a summit to boast. Here, this is the second line of your fifth stanza, last stanza. What figure of speech is used here? Personification. Okay, and what is personification? When human qualities are given to a non-living thing. That isn't it? So here see hillock. Hillock is what? Small hill. Has summit to boast. Boast means talk proudly. How hillock could talk? It's not possible, isn't it? But here poet wants to beautify the sentence. So here the figure of speech is personified. Next, honor is a property common to all. What type of figure of speech is here? Here, yes, metaphor. Honor is a property. Property is asset. Here honor is compared with asset, isn't it? So here figure of speech is metaphor. He who does not stoop is a king we adore. So here also direct comparison of king and stoop. So figure of speech is metaphor. Are really the ladder for the rise of man. Here is also comparison of ladder and man. So figure of speech is metaphor. It's now homework time. Pick out the alliteration in this poem. That's all about today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day.